Alright guys, today we're going to go over a little bit of class customization so I can show you guys how everything is, and then when you guys watch gameplay and all that, you won't be confused on what's happening and you guys will know all the stats and everything. So let's get a new gang going. Alright, so there's three houses right now. There is House Escher. House Escher is unique among their great houses for its gangs are entirely made up of women. Masters of pharmaceuticals and chemical manipulation, they provide other houses with a range of exotic stims, gene-enhancing elixirs, and luxury of drugs. Escher gangers are among the most lethal stock the hives of Necromunda. What these war maidens might lack in terms of raw physical strength, they more make it up for speed, style, and displays of unhinged, aggressive, and merciless violence. Escher gangs have well-deserved reputation for cruelty even by the called standards of Necromunda. Fallen foes can expect no mercy, and putting an extra round or two into a corpse is considered standard practice for most of their gangers. And woe to any who find themselves taken prisoner. So you have an option here to starter gang and then custom gang. So this is House Escher. Let's go to the other ones. They have Toxic Specialist, minus 10 AP cost of all supported consumables on start of turn. User active melee weapons become poison. When a poison melee damage deals damage, it does a skill down target. Plus 15 AP cost of all offensive melee skills lasts until the end of the turn, stackable times 3. So that's pretty good for the melee fights. It makes them more easier to get in there, even though they don't have a lot of DPS. Their bonus stats are 6 agility, 4 melee prowess, and max prowess, 2 intelligence, and max intelligence. And I'll go over what that is once we actually pick one to start customizing. Brutes, let's check out their background story. House Goliath owns and operates many of the great foundries in Necromunda. Its hulking workers often bigger than a space marine, which is fucking crazy that they're bigger than a goddamn space marine, are the masters of the furnace and metalworking, a purpose for which they are bred and unthinkably loyalty. House Goliath values nothing higher than a physical strength. Its subjects are known to be incredibly strong, tough, but often mentally unbalanced and extremely short-lived, preferring a brutal force approach to solve the challenges and conflicts of the hive life. Goliath takes stubborn pride of their own gene-crafted abilities to endure hardships, looking down on members of the other houses for their perceived softness. In turn, they are themselves viewed as barbaric abhumans, both unsophisticated and unpredictable. Now, they get minus 5 AP cost of equipped weapon. For each enemy engaged with the user defend himself plus 10 hit resistance. So the more people that they're fighting in melee and that are around them, they get a buff to it. They start off with 6 toughness, plus 4 strength, and plus 2 willpower and max willpower. House Orok. House Orok is known throughout the Necromunda as the House of Iron, an industrial superpower fueled by countless ore mines and a stronghold of monopoly of the convoys serving the ferrous slag heaps that lie out in the barren and dangerous ashways. To the other houses, Orlok seems as unified as a clenched fist. Its members organized, well equipped, and utterly united in purpose, their men and women walking proud and tall through the smoke clogged hallways of the House of Iron. Orlok gangers have risen above the brutal drudgery of serfdom and claimed a life of violence and personal freedom in its spread. They rely on sturdy weapons and a strong fighting spirit, born from the house us against them philosophy. Alright, so let's just get one randomly and go into all the stats and everything like that. Let's go with the females over here. Alright, so this is what you're going to be going into when you start off a crew management. So when you go into recruitment, these are the classes we got going on here. Let's go from top to bottom. Deadeye. Nimble fighters capable of traversing the battlefield with ease. Deadeyes are especially proficient with rifles, make them excellent scouts and snipers. Ascension. Use the grapple to travel up to 30 meters overhead. Does not trigger ambush or overwatch, which is great because overwatch is the more attacks you get from an overwatch, it pins you down, and you lose movement points because of it. So if you get 2 overwatches launched on you, you get damaged and you lose movement points. Target location must be flat and free of obstacles. Cannot be used while engaged. Grapple. Special armor that provides 65% protection against all damage type to the left arm. Monosight. Reduces the cost of Overwatch by negative 5 AP. Bonus stats, plus 4 alertness and max alertness, plus 4 accuracy, max accuracy, plus 4 ranged aptitude, and max ranged aptitude. Brawler. Tough fighters revel in close quarter combat. Brawlers are belong in the front lines where they can disrupt enemy ranks and assist allies in need. Death from above. Users jump down to create an area of effect blast that deals 46 or 63 damage to all fighters in a 5 millimeter range. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Attack ignores ranged evasions and cannot deal graze. All attacks receive mechanical. Target fighter is stunned. Arm guard, special armor that provides plus 45 protection against all damage types to both arms. Vigilant, reduce the cost of ambush by negative 5 AP. And bonus stats are right there. Heavy, large fighters. Excuse me. Heavies, large fighters capable of wielding the heaviest weaponry. The mere presence of a heavy is enough to inspire nearby allies and sow fear among foes. Heavy barrage requires a loaded heavy weapon. Target must be at least 50% visible. Guard is zone below where enemies are targeted. Targets are attacked for every 3 meters moved inside the zone. Once performed, user is able to move or use a quick weapon, drop item, jump, vault, kneel. Stance is activated at the end of the turn. Stance ends on weapon jam or if users is engaged. Heavy ordnance deal plus 200 damage to destructible elements with heavy weapons. That means on the map there'll be barricades, doors you can break in through, and open up the battlefields a little bit more and all that good jazz. And weapon experts reduce the cost of field repair by negative 5 AP. When you get into the combat, your weapons take damage over time in fights, and you have to field repair them, so you can actually use them again and again and again. And you have to reload, so that takes AP. So if you use a fighter, use the heavy to heal someone else's weapon, pretty much. Saboteur, Master of Destruction, who can affect large areas of battlefield. Saboteurs use improvised explosives and traps to create chaos in enemy ranks. Can rig a control station to create a hazard zone affecting all nearby fighters. Can render zip lines inoperable. Can disable health dispensers. Can make elevators randomize floor selection. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. There are health stations in most of the maps, or I'm pretty sure all the maps, that you can use up to 3 times. I think we've tested this out. And then after 3 times you can't use it anymore, but I could be wrong on that. Explosive bracing provides 10 protection against impact damage to the torso, arms, and legs. Carrier reduces the cost of carry by negative 5 AP. So there's going to be objectives on the game where you have to carry medicine out of the combat field, and it takes 5 AP to pick up something and carry it, and then so when they do it, it's free pretty much, and they can carry more. Lay mechanic. Engineers devoted to the machine god. Lay mechanics build fortifications and bless or curse weapons in battlefield. Can permanently shut down sabotage control stations. Can repair sabotage health stations. Can repair sabotage zipline connections. Servo arm. Special armor that provides plus 45 protection against all damage type to the left arm. Strong arm reduces the cost of disengage by negative 5. And now that's pretty much the whole jazz of each class. Now let's get into every single stat here, so you guys won't be confused and I don't have to explain it next time. Agility. Increase the chance of evading range attacks. Melee invasion. Increase the chance of evading melee attacks. Self-explanatory. Strength is melee penetration. Increases the potency of melee attacks. Bypass melee stun resistance. Increase the chance of applying stun effects with melee attacks, which is great for your melee characters if you have 2 weapons and it goes with every single attack. So it's a nice little stun mechanic that they got going on in the game. Healing received, self-explanatory. Critical hit resistance reduces the chance of suffering a critical hit when it's suffering an attack. Willpower. Increase the chance of removing 1 offense, defense, or skill debuff on turn start. Stun resistance is willpower also. Intelligence is just rage penetration. The more you put into this, the more DPS you get through by ignoring a percent of the enemy's armor, and it gives you an intelligence or experience bonus also. So at the end of the game, you get more experience for just surviving or killing someone else. Alertness. This is pretty important. This is your initiative. The more you put into here, the higher chance you have at starting at the turn. So every turn, you pick 1 character from your team, and all the enemies pick 1 character from the team to start. And if your initiative is higher than all of the other enemies, you go first. If not, then you go second, third, fourth. It depends on whoever has the highest initiative. Then you have melee prowess, which is reduces the risk of dealing grazing hits with melee attacks, and reduces the evasion of targets against this fighter's melee attacks. So the more melee prowess you have, the harder it is going to be for the enemy to dodge you, and the higher chance you will have of not getting grazing hits. Ranged aptitude reduces the risk of dealing grazing hits with range attacks. Reduce the evasion of targets against this fighter's range attacks. The more range aptitude you have, the more agility they're going to have to dodge you. Accuracy is just hit chance. Plain and simple. Alright, so now when you start the game also, you can choose what kind of veteran they are. So a leader, you get a free one at the start. But if you want to buy a new character but don't want them to be level 1, you can spend your cash on the other ones. All right, anything else? Armor. Whenever you buy armor, you can equip it and it actually shows up on your character's model, which is something I love because it's great. Let's go hit up traits. So these traits are different. Some classes can get them, some classes can't on what they get. It's just deciding what kind of build you want for them. Like resilience is just max toughness, which is right here. Increase the amount of healing received. So if you get more toughness, you get that. +3 strength is right here, which increases your melee attacks, and so on and so on and so on. You can pick 3 traits, and each of them are different in each category. And this is really cool. They change your model. What you pick changes the model. Healthy changes it. Agile makes it even slimmer. And these do not, though. These are your body types pretty much. And that's pretty much it. Let's say we hire fighter. Hold it down. That's her. And then you go into the operations, you go into the missions, and all that good jazz. I just wanted to explain everything on its own little video, so you guys don't have to deal with it later on and be confused. Now, if we go into here, there's impact damage. It tells you how much you can graze. If you graze an enemy with a brute cleaver, you get 7-9 damage. Normal, if it lands normally, you get 36. Now, if you crit, it's 53 or 73. And it just all depends on what characters you have also. So let's say, here we go, just to show you guys some armor. I'm gonna buy that real quick. And there are bionics and all that good jazz, and all these things change after you do 3 missions. You get new stuff. So let's say right here we go buy this armor, go on back, go into the customization, and this tells you all the stats, everything you have right here perfectly. So everything you put into, it tells you nice and neatly right here, so you can min-max as much as you want. I love doing min-max, so that's gonna be it. So every class has different skills. You click on it, it tells you everything you need. Now, I'm not going to go into detail of every single skill. I just wanted to show you how much XP you're going to need. So whenever you, let's say you survive a fight and you get a kill, that's enough for like 45 XP. So you can get a skill and then equip it onto your hero. There's a good bit of them. There's brawler skills for your class. There's the ranking they have skills. Then they have ganger skills. Almost said ginger, sorry about that. And then leader skills is what's specifically for the leader of your gang, which is buffs or more attacks with an active melee weapon, stuff like that. Your inventory is all right here, nice and neat. Here we go. I can say, see, I'm going to equip this, and it actually shows up right there, right here behind this. And I will show you guys later. So right there, let me show you. That armor changes the way it looks right there. And then you go into everything. You customize all you want, like tattoos, colors, straps, the whole shebang, the whole everything. And then you can go with apply to gang for the colors. Honestly, that is it. That's all I wanted to show you, so you guys wouldn't be confused when you watch a video. And I just start, upgrading everything, yada 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 yada. If you guys do play this, multiplayer is kind of empty right now. But the best part is you can click on contest, make a custom match, and invite people to join you. And it's just like the game. When you don't lose people, but when they get downed, they get constant damage. Try not to get downed, and if you have a low player, try to extract. Because if they get down in combat, they get a debuff, constant debuff for the whole time. Like let's say they get down, they got shot in the arm a lot. They lose -5 AP to attacks. So it takes more AP to attack normally than a normal character would. Try to avoid that as much as you can. And if any of you guys have this game and want to play PvP, let me know, because we can get a Discord going and we can get a whole bunch of us to start playing, because the game is actually really fun. As you will see in the future gameplay that I will be releasing, I was playing with Absolute Goose. Dude's name is weird. But they're fun. It's just, it's a little bit iffy dead right now, because I'm pretty sure everyone's playing the campaign, enjoying a good time, having a great old time. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to explain, guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the gameplay games. Have a great day. Love you guys.